If you've watched my first video I shot with the X5, my review video, you'll have noticed there was a common theme. A sporty marathon theme. I said I was going to run the London Marathon. If you continued watching further into the video, you'll have noticed another theme. I didn't actually run the marathon. In fact, I only ran a few feet. Embarrassing, I know. So, I thought it would be a good idea to buy a treadmill. Not just a treadmill that requires assembling. Assembling? Assembling. Putting together. Requires work. When asked at the point of me ordering the treadmill, do I want to add on an expert service where someone would put the treadmill together for me, I said no. After what seemed like 2 million hours later and not that much progress made, I suddenly remembered an inspirational quote I heard a couple of months back that simply said, if you ever have any trouble putting a treadmill together, stop and sprinkle some fairy magic dust on top, leave the room and let the magic.
Oh yes, we got the flags. The flags are up. Look at this, it looks so beautiful. It looks like it goes on forever and ever. It's one of them like optical illusions. The flags are up. Now, I know what you're thinking, James, how the hell do they put all these flags up? Well, let me let you into a little secret, because during Christmas time, they basically do the same thing with the Christmas decorations. I'm sure you've seen it. And one evening, I saw them getting ready to put the Christmas decorations up, and it's basically like this massive leg. It kind of looks like a spider leg. It's like a platform, like a big spider leg platform, and they just go from building to building and hook. Do they hook? No, they must not hook. drill these decorations in place ready for the morning. Before that, I thought they just put a ladder up the side of each building and go up there and attach these decorations, but they don't do the ladder. It's a spider leg. I repeat, it's a spider. I don't know actually if that's the right, oh look, we got this. What's this? This is, I'm not good with the cars. Oh, it's a Rolls Royce. It is a oh, look at this. It stopped, beautiful. Did I say it correctly? Rolls Royce. You can see that I don't drive a Rolls Royce, but this is a Rolls. Is it Rolls? It's a Rolls. It is a Rolls Royce. This is one of, if not the most busiest crossing in London, although right now it doesn't look like it is the most busiest. We're literally standing here in the middle, basically on our own, empty. Oh, just 1 second. Okay, let's go over here. And I know what you're thinking, James. Sorry, did I see an IKEA? Yeah, well, recently IKEA has opened just over here. Now, you know what it is? I don't know what it is, but I don't know if it feels a little bit out of place. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, here is an IKEA here on Oxford Street. Oh look, you've got the red bus. Oh look, you've got the black taxi. But yeah, so if you're looking for furniture, do they sell furniture? All I remember of IKEA is the meatballs. But anyway, furniture, home stuff. IKEA, right here on Oxford Street. Oh yes, now we're talking. This is my type of store. Look at it. Shall we go inside? I think it would be rude not to. Let's do it. Oh, look at this. Mickey Mouse has a, what is it? Is this the guard? Yeah, this is the guard. Oh yes. Hello, mate. Hello, mate. Hello, mate. Oh, look at it. It looks so magical. It looks like we're walking into the Cinderella Castle in Disney World, but we're not. We're still in London, inside the shop. Oh, it's like a rose garden over here. Oh, look at this. You can even sit down and watch a movie. I don't think I should sit down though and watch a movie, because these chairs basically say it all. It's not really for people like me to sit down. They're very, very small. Oh, we got a queue. What are people queuing for? Oh, Pop Mart. What's Pop Mart? Oh, is it the little figure things? Yeah, it's the little figure things. The little figure things. Yeah, the little figure things. Yeah, that's it. It's the little figure things. Like that one over there, that was a big one, but the small ones that you can buy, the little figure things. Let's play a game. What rhymes with Perry and ends with oo? What rhymes with Perry and ends with oo? Are you ready? Tiramisu. Tiramisu. What rhymes with moth and ends with E? Coffee. What happens when you put them both together? You get tiramisu coffee. Thank you. Tiramisu, oat milk, shaken, fried, I don't know what it is. Just, you know what? For short, we're gonna call it tiramisu latte. Look at it, you can see it looks like a tiramisu. It actually looks a bit better than this, but because I've been walking a bit, it's kind of all blended together. So, I haven't taken a sip, we're gonna go for the first sip. Oh! Oh, there's no opening. Okay, 1 sec, a bit admin. Right, luckily I picked up a straw. Here we go. Oh! Oh! Oh, okay. I mean, it definitely tastes like tiramisu. What's the alcohol they have in tiramisu? Is it rum? It almost tastes like, what's that coffee called? Irish coffee? You know what I'm on about? The Irish coffee where, is it rum in the Irish coffee? Some kind of alcohol in the Irish coffee to make the coffee. Anyway, I don't know what it is, but anyway, this tastes very similar to that. It's not my favourite. It looks better than it tastes. It's quite bitter. Maybe I need to add some sugar, but I can't, it's too late now. Oh, I got my sweetness in my bag. Yeah, try it, see what you think, but just so you know, I won't be getting it again. James riding a bike and running in the same day? That must be a first, I hear you say. I didn't actually ride the bike and run in the same day. Oh, no, that's a secret. I did. Tell everyone I did. Okay, X5. Is it vloggable? Vloggable? Vloggable. Is vloggable a word? We're gonna make it a word. Is it vloggable? The short answer is yes, of course it is. Any camera is vloggable. The long answer is there are some pros and cons, like everything. The thing with it is it's a completely different vlogging experience, right? So when you're out here or in there, usually with a normal camera and you're, you know, vlogging around, let's say you were showing something, right? So let's say I wanted to show you what was going on around me now. Usually with a normal camera, I'd be like, right, look at this. Okay, let's go over here. Look at this massive hole in the middle of London, right, in the ground. And I would start panning the camera and I would move around and all of this kind of stuff. But with the X5, you don't actually do any of that because the movement is all in post, which then changes the whole vlogging experience, because essentially I'm saying to you, right, look at this, but I'm keeping the camera still rather than moving it around, because I know, like I said, I'm going to be moving it around later, which just changes the whole vlogging experience to what we're used to, if you're used to vlogging with a normal camera versus a 360 camera. Now, of course, I'm not saying for 1 second that that's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing or a good thing. It's just something I've definitely picked up with using all of the 360 cameras over the years, where it's like, it's just a completely different experience when you are out shooting and you're like showing something, because in your head you're like, your natural reaction is let's move the camera around, but actually no, just keep the camera still, because you're going to move things around later when you're changing the angles and reframing in post. Look, let's start with the pros that I've picked up. The first thing is, when you're vlogging, and I've said this in other videos, it's very easy to get lost in the moment because you're focusing so much on the shots that you're shooting, right? And the thing with the 360 cameras is, when you're out vlogging, you literally don't have to worry about anything, because you're just holding the camera up or putting the camera down and everything is obviously being captured, which then enables you to stay present in the moment. And that's such a big thing that I struggle with still to this day, is staying present in the moment. And again, I think I said it in a recent video, I watched some of the footage back and I'm like, oh, I don't remember being present in that moment because I was focused so much on the shot. So with the X5, it just allows you to just walk and talk and still be present whilst you're looking around, because you're not worrying, constantly looking at the screen, making sure that you've got everything, because you're going to be doing that later. And of course, it goes without saying, shooting with the X5 or any 360 camera enables you to get such unique shots that you just wouldn't be able to get with a normal camera, which in turn then makes the vlog or video much more interesting for the viewer, rather than you having the classic kind of walk and talk with the camera in front of your face. You're literally able to get fake drone shots, like POV shots, you know, as if someone's filming you shots, like all of those shots that, like I said, you wouldn't be able to get with a normal camera. And the other thing is if you wanted to, let's say, set the camera down and show something that was going on around you. So for example, if I put the camera down right now, it's attached to this selfie stick, and you know, on a normal camera, I would have to make sure I stay in frame, unless it's attached to a gimbal, which has a tracking feature, or you're using a camera like the Pocket 3 and has active track or something like that. But what I mean is, like right now, I'm in shot on the screen. But let's say I wanted to show you what was going on over here. I'm now out of shot on the preview screen, right? But I know that I'm still in shot. So later on, I'll be able to obviously reframe it all the way around and show you this tree over here, and show you this van over here, and show you this. What is this? Is this apartments? I don't know, offices? I don't know what it is, but we've got something going on over here. But the point I'm trying to say is, it's almost like someone is here filming you when they're obviously not. So it enables you to just put it down and move around wherever you want, because you're always in shot. One thing that is as important as visuals when you're vlogging is audio, and the audio coming straight out of camera with the X5, from the X5 is pretty decent. It's got a new wind muff guard, whatever it's called, and various different new modes. Auto wind reduction strong is what it's in now, and has been in throughout this whole video. You know what, with the wind element, I'm not 100% sold on it, because there are some times where I'm listening to some clips back and it's been in auto wind reduction strong, and you've got this wind muff guard, and I'm like, oh, I can hear wind in the clip, when I don't remember hearing wind at that moment, or it was very light wind. But anyway, putting that aside, when you can hear the voice and you can hear, I was going to say it's a Lamborghini. It's not a Lamborghini, it's a motorbike. When you can hear the motorbike over there, when you can hear the sounds are good. I'm just not 100% on the wind element, shall we say. And they've got a new wireless mic Air, that you can connect to it, put the camera down and do some shots where you're walking away and still be heard. Can you hear me over the... No, it's not a Lamborghini, over the motorbike. So yeah, audio is, shall we say, vloggable. It's mainly when the camera is at decent length, from your lips, from your face, from your mouth, from your head, from your mouth. As soon as you do extend the camera out, if you've got a long selfie stick, obviously the audio isn't as clear because the microphone is further away. So yeah, be careful to keep it at a reasonable distance to your lips, mouth, head, face, whatever you want to say. And the other thing is I don't know about you, but I've got home sometimes and I'm putting a vlog together and I'm like, oh, I really wish I had like 4 more B-roll shots, right? And when you're shooting with the X5 or 360 camera, you've got so many shots in one, so you're never really going to run out of shots. For example, right now you're looking at me, but let's say I needed a B-roll clip of something, of me just walking or something. Let's say, well, this hole, another hole, look at this, another hole. Let's say I wanted another hole for my B-roll shots. It's as simple as this. This clip I'm doing now of me talking head, I could just flip the angle round and use that side of it. So like I said, essentially you've got 3 or 4 shots in one shot, so you're never really gonna run out of shots. Okay, so with all of the pros, there must be some cons to vlogging with the X5, and you know what, we're not gonna call them cons. I like to stay positive. We're gonna call them things to note. And one thing to note before we do continue is it is raining fluff. It is, oh, we've got a tour group. It's got all going on. It's raining fluff, like it's literally raining fluff. In fact, I think I've got fluff in my throat. There's just fluff everywhere. I don't know if you can see it on camera. Anyway, one thing to know, the first thing to know, is when you are out vlogging with the X5, it is going to attract a lot more attention than when you're vlogging with a normal camera, because there is only one person you look like when you are walking around vlogging with the X5, and that is Darth Vader. See, the thing is, one thing I have noticed along my travels is it does attract a lot more attention than a normal camera, because most of the time, now I'm not good with percentages, but let's just say 95% of the time, if you are vlogging or filming with the X5, it is going to be attached to a selfie stick, which is going to be extended, especially if you want to get the whole kind of 360 shot of like you all in the shot and everything like that. It's going to be extended. So when you're walking around like this, it naturally attracts a lot more attention than if you were walking around with a smaller camera just in front of you like that. So it is probably one of the biggest things to know if you are going to be vlogging with it attached to a selfie stick, that if you're not comfortable vlogging in public and you don't want to be attracting attention to yourself, this is not the camera for you. Because even walking down Oxford Street, I didn't even have the selfie stick extended that much, but it just was attracting so much attention, more than a normal camera, because you just look like you've got a massive, what is it, a lightsaber? Is it a saber or a saver? A lightsaber. It looks like you're walking around with a big lightsaber and everyone's like, what is that? Does the lightsaber do things? I don't know, I've never been really a Star Wars person, so I don't know the ins and outs of what it, anyway, it's kind of lightsabery, so it's just a thing to note. It's going to attract a lot more attention than normal. And of course, you don't have to have the selfie stick extended. You could literally have the X5 attached to the stick like this, and it just out in front of you as if it was a normal camera and not extended in the air, which obviously this is going to attract a lot less attention. I was going to say more. No, it's going to attract a lot less attention than if it was in the air. I totally get it. So you don't have to have it extended, but when it is like this, not extended, you then are slightly restricted with the reframing. Let's say you wanted a shot of you head to toe, you could probably still get it, but it might look a little bit weirder than if the stick was extended. But yeah, it's all doable. It's just things to note before you actually get out there and just extend it in the air and then feel uncomfortable. You might want to do some test shots with it not extended and see if you like that look. But talking of sticks, there are a lot of places where selfie sticks just aren't allowed, and the first place that comes to mind is Disney World. A lot of the theme parks are not big on you bringing selfie sticks in, and I guess large scale events like football matches and concerts are the same. So again, it's another thing to note, because most of the time, again, I'm not good at percentages, but 95% of the time the X5 is going to be attached to a selfie stick. So in situations like that, you're not going to be able to attach it to a selfie stick, so you might need to attach it to a smaller grip handle that doesn't extend to be able to get it in wherever it is you're trying to get it in. If it starts to rain, you might have to pause production, and that is not because the X5 isn't waterproof, because it is, but the way that I'm filming with it now, which again, I'm not good at percentages, and I'm not saying everyone is going to film like this, but most of the time it's going to be extended, and the lens at the moment is almost facing up, right? So if it starts to rain now, the little droplets are going to go on the lens, versus a normal camera. If you was holding a normal camera in front of you like this and it starts to rain, the lens is not facing to the sky, so the rain doesn't necessarily drop straight on the lens, whereas like now it would drop straight on the lens, which could make it look a little bit weird, because I don't mean to sound but like there's been a couple of occasions where like I've spitted, yeah, like not on purpose, I haven't gone, but it's just like come out of your mouth. You know when you're speaking, there's like a little drop of water. I look at the screen, I'm like, oh, there's a little dot on the previous screen, obviously because there's a little bit of like spit on the lens. So what I'm trying to say in short is, if it starts to rain and you are filming with it extended with the lens facing up, because of the way the lenses are, yeah, you might have to find cover or pause production temporarily. When you're out vlogging with the X5 and you run out of battery and you don't have any spare batteries, the only way to get more battery is to plug it into a power bank. The issue when you plug it into a power bank and you're filming in 360 mode is you get a little friend appear in the corner of the screen, the floating snake. Now, of course, there are ways around this. You could go into single lens mode, or you could do a tighter reframe to cut the floating snake out. But if you were just doing a continuous shot, you know, like this, where you're pretty much in the shot head to toe and you're running out of battery, yeah, you know, you would either have to stop and charge it or make that decision. Do you switch to another mode and all of this stuff? All of these things you just wouldn't have to think about if you were shooting with a normal camera, which is why I'm bringing it up now, because it's obviously unique to the X5, it being a 360 camera. And talking of running out of battery, I am nearly running out of battery, so the floating snake has come at the right time and is going to stay plugged in, so please forgive me for a few minutes whilst we get some more juice. I think the biggest thing to note when shooting with the X5 or any 360 camera is your editing time is going to be a lot longer, right? Because you can't just take these files out and put them straight on your timeline. You've got to do an extra step. You've got to reframe them all first, which does take a lot of time. So you really have to factor that in when you're planning to use a 360 camera, because yeah, it's just going to take an extra step for you to get to the actual step of you editing everything together, which for some people could be a make or break. You've got so many reasons why filming with a 360 camera like the X5 is great, and I think one of the biggest things that could hold a lot of people back, from what I've seen in comments on my videos and stuff like that, is it's the reframing element. Now, the software and stuff has got so much better over the years from when I first started using it. You've got all these new features that essentially does it for you, but again, it's still that extra step that you wouldn't have with normal flat footage. So, you know, earlier I said Mr. Snake has to stay plugged in to give us some more juice. Turns out we don't need that much more juice, because we're basically kind of nearly done. Right, X5, is it vloggable? Of course it is. Is vloggable a word? Who knows? Like I said earlier, pretty much most cameras you can vlog with. It's great to vlog with the X5, and I've given you all those reasons. And of course, there's things to note, like anything, which are not necessarily bad things or cons, just like I said, things to note. Would it replace my main vlogging camera? No, but it's a great addition to have there to get some cool, unique shots when you're driving, when you're on the bike, when you're running, like I do every day, or, you know, fake drone shots, all of that kind of stuff. And you know what? The biggest thing I love when filming with 360 cameras is you do stay present in the moment more than when you're using any other camera, because
you're not thinking about anything, because all that stuff happens after, because you know everything is in shot and it's really all down to the edit, which I think is the biggest takeaway when filming with a 360 camera for me. So I stand here as your master. By the way, this is me being Darth Vader. Darth Vader? Darth Vader. I stand here as your master. What does Darth Vader actually say? People are looking. Hold on, just need to YouTube what Darth Vader says. Darth Vader quotes. Should have done this earlier. Okay, let's start again, I got it. You don't know the power of the dark side. Cut. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.